Hello, and today I'm going to be talking about healthy snacking because that's something that if you're a mum, you've got to think about your kids' snacks as well as your own. And also, you often get the munchies when you want to eat something, but you know you shouldn't be eating all the things you really fancy eating. So I've been experimenting and trying out loads of different things, and I thought I'd share with you what I found works for me. Because I find that I'm not happy when I know that I've not been overindulging in stuff that I shouldn't be. So the first or the best snack that I like to go to again and again is popcorn. I like to make my own, and I get a paper bag and I put 2 tablespoons of popcorn kernels in the bag and nothing else. Screw up the top of the bag and then put it in the microwave, and in my microwave it takes about 2 minutes, but all you do is you wait until you don't hear too many pops. And we were talking about this with one of my friends, and she was saying, where do you get the bags? So I bought mine from an American supermarket because they're like American lunch bags. But we came up with, you could go and get those ones from the supermarket that you get to put mushrooms in, assuming that there's no plastic on it and there's all paper. You could use those, and then that's like a free way of getting your bags. So that's my first tip. If you like popcorn and you want it for like a lunch and you don't have access to a microwave, I've discovered a really great product in Sainsbury's. And this is the wasabi flavour popcorn. It's really good. So per pack you get 121 calories. And as you can see, it is a big packet. It's like a giant packet of crisps when you eat it. And they do wasabi flavour, but I don't know what the calorie content's like on the others, but they also do salted, and they do mixed salt and sugar, and they also do a chocolatey one. But the only one I've tried is this one, but it's really good. I've had it a couple of times this week. It doesn't have too many weird ingredients. Lots of it is natural flavourings like yeast extract, mustard, onion, cider vinegar, garlic, natural wasabi and pepper. So it's pretty natural, and as I said, also quite low calorie. And the only allergy advice is that it contains mustard, but I guess if you've got the ones that don't have wasabi on and they're just salt, I'm guessing that they don't have mustard either. So that's really good. Another snack that I have discovered are baked crisps, and kettle chips do them, and these are really good. They do sea salted, and they also did salt and pepper, and I got these from Waitrose. So it's an 80 gram packet, and it only gives the energy per 100 grams. So this whole packet was pretty good, and it was just over 300 calories if you stuff the whole lot in. Personally, I found them a bit too heavy to eat the whole packet in one go, which is phenomenal because I'm such a greedy crisp eater. But yeah, they're baked, and I found them really good. I found them just as satisfying as crisps because they still got that crunch, but obviously they weren't greasy, so they were quite good to give to kids. The only thing is, obviously, you've got to watch the salt content. So they're an option. Also, Warburton's have brought out pita chips, which are they look like Doritos, but they're triangles of pita bread that have been baked, and they also come in different colours, flavours. I've also been making my own hummus, which is really easy to do. You could buy it from the supermarket, but I think it tastes nicer when I've been making it. It's a bit of a laborious thing in that you've got to think ahead and soak the chickpeas, but oh my gosh, it tastes so much better than the shop stuff. But the shop stuff is fine if you're in a rush, and it's really good for, like, you could put it in a sandwich or on crackers and stuff like that. I've also been indulging in green smoothies, and these are just like your normal smoothies of fruit and water or milk, banana and other things like that. But I've also been adding a couple of handfuls of spinach in to make it green. It adds loads of nutrients, and you really, honestly, you can't taste it. You could add whatever fruit you like, and what I do is I buy the frozen fruit and I let it half thaw, so it's still quite cold because my food processor can't cope with it actually frozen, and you whiz it up, and it's really thick, and you can eat it with a spoon. And with the smoothie you can add loads of other things to make it really healthy, like wheat germ or flax, ground flax seeds, or I like to add some vanilla. I add raw cocoa powder to mine, and I've just bought some maca root powder, which is meant to help your skin, and it's got loads of nutrients. It's meant to be really good. So I'm just trying that at the moment, and that tastes kind of caramelly, so that's really nice. Another thing that you could do, especially if you've got kids, is use fruit puree to make ice lollies. Sainsbury's sell big tins of this stuff. I know they definitely do mango, and you can just tip it into ice lolly moulds and freeze them, and they go down a treat with kids. And obviously that's going to count as one of the 5 a day. It's unsweetened and it's really, really good and really quick too, because you don't have to make the puree, but you could yourself if you wanted different flavours. Another thing is to make your own crackers, because the shop ones are often wheat based, and if you're trying to avoid wheat, it's often easier to make your own. And I found a really good recipe for some chickpea crackers, so I'll add that to the bottom of the post. And another thing that I've been making weekly at the moment are these energy balls, and they've got toasted coconut, oats, flaxseed ground up, chocolate chips, or I've swapped them for fruit, but they're way nicer with chocolate. Honey, and there was something else. I can't remember, but anyway, I'll paste that on there. But anyway, you don't have to cook them, so they're so instant. You just stir them up, roll them into balls. They're better if you let them chill, but to be honest, if you've got children, they're not going to let them chill. So, yeah, they're really good, and they go well in lunch boxes, and also they transport really well if you're going out for the day. I take a couple of those with me. Peanut butter, that was the other one. Yeah, so that kind of binds it all together. The other thing that you could do is make your own equivalent of trail mix, because if you buy those ready mixed bags of fruit and nuts and stuff, first of all, you're restricted to whatever they've decided to put in the packet, and the second thing is they charge a lot more when you could just make it yourself. So I make trail mix with like ready popcorn, just plain without salt or anything, dried fruit, whatever I fancy. I sometimes chop up the bigger bits if they're going to be too big, and sometimes I'll chuck in a few nuts as well, but it depends who's going to be eating it. If my daughter's going to be eating it, I don't normally put the nuts in. So I hope that gives you a few ideas of healthier snacks, and it will help you to eat more healthily and also be a lot happier, because you're going to be doing your body so much good. See you again soon.